smiling. Oh, I think he just ate.
You're okay?
Yeah, this hurts.
No, it doesn't hurt.
No, the nails. Claws, right there.
No, they're just giving you a little love.
Hi, baby.
Natalie, watch out. Watch out, love. Give him a smile.
Oh my gosh, he's so little. Is it a boy? Oh my gosh, it's tugged like straight.
All right, so this video is a review of the tour we took in Roatan, Honduras. We visited there in January of 2024, and we took a tour with Victor Bodden Tours. I'm gonna cover kind of the place we came in at, talk about the port a little bit, talk about the process of getting to Victor Bodden from our ship, and then talk about the excursion itself once we've gotten there. So we'll go ahead and get started right away here, and we're going to look at the port that we came into. So we ported in Mahogany Bay, which is Carnival's version of Rotan. So we came into Mahogany Bay. We're able to walk on the port there, and we're able to. We were on the Carnival Jubilee, so we went into Mahogany Bay, and the port itself is beautiful. They've done a lot of work to finish up the space. You can see in some of the video here all of the greenery. They have live music. They have dancers. There's just a lot. There's just a lot at the port. And if you're on Carnival or Carnival type of ship like a Princess, and you're in Roatan, you're probably going to be coming to Mahogany Bay. So we really love it there. We've been there twice and had a good experience with the port. Our kids, my daughters uh, went up to the people that were doing the dancing, and they joined in, and um, they were able to do that pretty easily. So when you book with Victor Bodden, you'll receive an email. They're not going to have you pay up front. You're going to pay once you get there. So there's no wonder about, hey, how are we going to deal with it if we don't get the port? Sometimes that happens. Um, Victor Bodden is pretty awesome because they'll have you pay once you get there. They do suggest that you pay in cash. So if if you're looking at Victor Bodden, just know that's going to be their preferred kind of way of taking the cash from you. So or the form of payment. They take credit cards, but there's an additional fee to it. Um, so you get an email all about what's there, how to find them. Victor Bodden Tours is not run by Carnival. They're not associated with Carnival, so you're going to have to go outside of the port area. In their email, they reference it to going over the hill. So you're going to go over the hill, and this is about a 5-minute walk. And some of it's a little steep. You see the stairs here, and there's an incline after that. Um, and it takes you about a minute and a half to get to the top, maybe 2 minutes to get to the top of the incline. And from there, the rest of the way is downhill. You see that there's not really a great sidewalk, especially if there's a lot of people if you're getting off early. But I went
Hill,
and
found Victor
went over
Bodden.
the hill and
They directed me up here.
walked all the way because I wanted to be able to show it.
Kids and wife
And it's a simple walk.
took a taxi over, so they're all waiting.
Gone with Victor Bodden
But here we
twice,
go.
and both times it's been pretty easy to find. And just a little bit up past there, you see where the gentleman is standing. That's where I ended up getting into the van. Um, we are a family of 5, which is really really one of the reasons that we chose Victor Bodden is because we knew that we knew how to book with them, right? So there's a build your own excursion basically on their website. Um, Whatever you like, the things you want to do, you can put into an excursion. So if you want to go snorkeling and go see sloths, you can do that. You want to go to the beach and go to chocolate factory, you can do that. They'll put it all together, and they have kind of an a la carte building system for that. But for a family of five with um, dedicated transportation. The guy was with us from the start to the finish. He didn't go in and look at the sauce with us, but he was there hanging out, just waiting for us to come out. And there wasn't anyone else that he was servicing or getting to and from, so we were able to keep our things in the car. So for a family of five, a private tour, um, going to see sloths and having a tour of the town area, we were under $200. So uh, is a very reasonable pricing, especially if you've had that uh, uh, experiences of booking a private tour, literally anywhere else for five people under $200 is pretty unheard of, really. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the transportation. Our guy, all of the people that transport you, they own their vehicle. His was a little bit beat up, but it was reliable. We were able to get to and from. On the way there, he took us actually, we drove on a beach.
Want to live here close to the water.
It was super cool. This is just some of what we got to see. But being able to drive on the beach was really kind of cool. And he knew exactly where to go and how to get there. And talked to us about some of the culture. He answered lots of questions. My wife loves to learn about the culture in the area. So transportation was reliable, easily ready. We got to a point because one of my daughters has sensory issues. We got to a point where we were kind of ready to just be done with some of the experience, and he was ready to go, like, to be able to leave. We didn't give him, hey, we might need to leave early. He was just there. So something to know. It's definitely a private tour. You're not piggybacking on somebody else's transportation, and they're going and getting 4 or 5 different groups. Our guy was our guy the entire time, so it's pretty awesome. All right. So moving on, I'm gonna talk about time at the sanctuary. So when we arrived, uh, there was a line of people waiting to go and do their own excursion, and lots of people are there for different reasons. They have ziplining, have ATVs, they have lots of different stuff to experience. We were there just to see the sloths and the monkeys. Our guy took us around, went up to a separate window, and had us pay. So although there was a long line for large groups, we were able to go through the line pretty quickly. And that was part of the experience that we had booked. And as I said, it was under $200, not anything big. So we got there. He handed us off to the actual tour person at the facility. She took us for a short walk, kind of explaining um, the area, explaining what they had on campus, and we went straight to the sauce. So it was really cool. They had a bunch of sauce just lined up right there, and this was as we walked in. They're handing this gentleman kind of handled the sauce and gave it
Natalie, can you
to
take a picture?
to
Somebody
our
hold
kiddos
this.
and to myself and
Hold this right
to my wife. We were able to all just kind of
Hi, babies.
and they're not sauce. They're not like super. They're not. Their hair is coarse. They're a wild animal. You're not going and petting your puppy dog. But they were gentle. They were slow. And we got probably 20 minutes.
Keep it back up.
We just got to hold it, and the whole family came around. And everybody had that opportunity to interact with dogs. So
Nick, he wants
it was,
you.
it was really cool.
Look at Natalie take a picture. He wants daddy.
Out of the way so you can see it a little bit better.
Oh, he's so
And let's move it
adorable.
over. Let me take this off, put this up.
I think he did.
All right, so you can see my daughter. She's the one with the sensory issues.
Yeah, this
And
part.
struggled a little bit
No, it
later
doesn't
on.
hurt.
No, the nail
But
claws.
here in this
Right
situation,
there.
she did
No,
really
they're
well.
just giving you a little love.
Hi,
They
baby.
kept
Natalie, watch out. Watch
reassuring
out,
us.
love.
Our
Give him a
tour person
smile.
took my wife's phone,
Oh
was
my
snapping
gosh,
pictures.
he's
I
so
had my GoPro,
adorable.
and
Is it a boy?
she
Oh my
worked
gosh,
with
it's
us to
tucked
make
like
sure that we
straight.
got like some decent, not having to purchase extra photos, pictures of our
Daddy's in
experience. So you see here,
heaven.
I'm going back and forth between two different cameras because the lady's taking one, my wife's taking
Oh
me
my
with our GoPro.
goodness.
But, you know, like I said, over 20 minutes solid with them. Um, from there, we went and saw some other animals. The most notable ones, the one that I probably enjoyed the most was our time with Aaron, sorry, was our time with monkeys.
You guys want to get
Right,
together with your
I'll show this.
mama?
Um,
That's Betty right there. She's all
but so
gonna hold them
this is actually a picture. The whole family got a picture. It was really cool. But
Yeah, Glenda.
Okay, right there. Look at her.
go ahead and grab the other video. Here we go. This is the
Take
video.
my phone out.
So you see,
Right there.
we went in with monkeys, and they were just acting very active.
Calm down. Calm down.
My one daughter got pretty scared. Unfortunate, you
Leave
know,
your hands up.
I get scared. And I feel bad that they did something like that. But
Yes, leave
they
your
had
hands
an
up.
extra space for her,
He's gonna
and
get a picture for
when
you,
they
okay?
identified it, they said, "Hey, why don't you come
Natalie,
over
you
here?"
might mess up your
She
hair.
went over and was
Like-
able to
Choking like thing
be
one
in her
and
home
thing
kind of space, away from
Andy,
the situation.
that's okay, baby.
Even though, even though she experienced it
Brandon,
like
move out
that,
the way of the photo.
we were able to still be okay. Sorry. Um, little technical difficulty. I'm getting used to StreamYard. If you guys are interested
You're
in
okay.
StreamYard,
Just stand up. You're okay.
promotion
You want
here.
to stand straight?
You're okay.
The interface is really simple. It allows you to kind of coordinate some things, kind of set some things up so that kind of ahead of time, which is really kind of awesome. Um, but all right. Well, if this is your first time kind of hanging out with us, I really appreciate you coming on and watching our video. If something that I've talked about thus far has spurred your interest or you feel like there's some sort of value, please consider subscribing to our channel. We're growing. We're dedicated to bringing our experiences as a family about our travels and other things that we do in our life. But we really appreciate you taking the time to get to this part of the video. So coming up after we went and saw some parrots and some other wildlife. We actually headed back to the ship, and our tour guide's like, "Oh, you don't want to do anything else? You don't want to go to the beach? You don't want to go here or there?" We're like, "No, we just want to do this. We want to go back on the ship and maybe relax a little bit." Um, and he was really cognizant and being like, "Okay, I'm good with that." Uh, and he kept giving us a tour, even though we didn't ask for a tour, we didn't book a tour. Um, and it was kind of I felt like it was I appreciated that he did that. Um, and on the way back, he actually stopped at a store because my wife had the one thing that she really wanted to pick up, that she needed to pick up. So we went ahead and stopped, and it wasn't any problem. Took care of us with that too. Uh, so I keep talking about the transportation, but it's just really kind of unbelievable that they offer such a low price for what you get. Uh, but we got back to the ship. They're able to take you into, you don't have to go over the hill anymore. They're able to take you in and drop you off at the port again. We got back, we were and did some shopping, and then we were able to get some pictures, check out the ship just a little bit, and really kind of experience in the bargaining. So really cool. Go ahead and take that off. There we go. And then I'm gonna give you kind of my thoughts on the tour. So um if you've never hugged a sloth and you don't have like an aversion to wild animals, it's a great excursion for you. The pictures were awesome, the experience was cool. Um, and we got lots and lots of time with the sloths. I think that if we had said, "Hey, we want to hang out with them a little bit longer," they would have accommodated. It really felt like they were going with what we wanted rather than kind of dictating that process, which is really kind of cool. And I know there are lots of different companies in Rotan. Um, and if you have your own, stick with them. They've done you good. But for our family, Victor Bodden um, has come through on a number of occasions. It's always been fair and give us great value. So definitely a tour company for you to consider the next time you're in Roatan. So I definitely give it. Definitely give this family friendly 2 thumbs up type of vibe. So the next time that you're thinking about what you want to do in Roatan, definitely consider Victor Bodden. And Victor Bodden didn't ask us to make this video. This is just a passionate cruiser that likes to hear people's experiences. So I hope you got something good out of this. And if there's something that I skimmed over or I didn't talk about, and you're like, "Hey, what about that?" Um, leave a comment down below. Ask questions. I'm active in responding to people, so I really appreciate you taking the time to watch us. And happy cruising. Bye.